So gold has become one of the most popular places to put your money this year, especially with the stock market diving and cash fast losing its value thanks to inflation. But as you know, buying physical metal isn't the only way to invest in gold. You can also buy gold stocks. In fact, while the price of gold is up 8% since the start of the year, gold stocks are doing even better. The Sprott Gold Miners ETF, which tracks an index of major gold stocks listed in the US and Canada, is up around 20% since the start of the year. Impressive considering the S&P 500 is down around 10%. But not all gold stocks are made equal. So in this video, I'm going to run through 7 of the best gold stocks you can invest in, and I'll be explaining where their operations are and how they're performing. But before I go on, I am not a financial advisor. The stocks listed here are investment ideas only. There's a good chance they're not suitable for you at all. But before I get to the list of stocks, just a short backgrounder on why people invest in gold stocks and what they are. So feel free to skip ahead to the stocks using the markers if you want to. So firstly, I just want to say buying gold stocks is very different to buying actual gold. When you invest in physical gold, you're buying a lump of metal. On the other hand, when you buy gold stocks, you're investing in a company within the gold industry. Typically, these are gold miners. So while these company stocks typically go up when the price of gold is rising, other things can impact the stock price that have more to do with how the company is operating rather than gold itself. You know, that might be like a company scandal, or it might be simply that the company is expanding or merging with another company, or they might have discovered a new gold field. So while buying physical gold is often seen as a relatively safe place to store your money, gold stocks come with all the same risks that you get when investing in regular stocks. And if it's a small mining company, these can be really volatile. So before you invest, it pays to check how much exposure the company actually has to gold, because it might just be a small segment of the company. Also check how long the company has been around for, because small mining companies go under pretty often. Also check which stage of mining the company is in. Like, is it still looking for gold, or has it been mining gold for a long time? Okay, let's get onto the stocks. The following are the best performing gold stocks over the past 6 months, and I used TradingView to get that data. These stocks are from all around the world and of all different sizes. A lot of these are also listed on multiple exchanges, so check which one suits you best if you're planning to buy. It's worth remembering as well that a lot of these are also listed on multiple exchanges, so check which one suits you best if you're planning to buy, as you might actually have a few options. Also, just a side note, I'm starting off from the lowest to the highest in terms of returns. Okay, let's find out what they are. Okay, number 7 on the list, Jupiter Gold Corporation, that's JUPGF. Jupiter Gold is a gold mining and development company that has control over a sprawling 145,000 acres in Brazil. Not only does Jupiter earn profits on materials that they source themselves, but they also partner with other mining companies in the area, and they collect royalties for projects using their properties. It's worth bearing in mind that although the company has posted a return of 30% over the previous 6 months, the stock has proven to be quite volatile within this period. A number of wild swings, both up and down in value, have occurred within mere days of each other, as you can see on this chart. And that's pretty typical with mining companies, even gold mining companies. Much of this erratic movement may come down to the number of listed investors. It's worth also noting that this company has a small market cap, which means that it is more like a penny stock. So the risk of investing in a stock like this is pretty big. As always with penny stocks, there are fewer investors in the stock, which means that you get a lot more volatility. If you're interested in Jupiter Gold Corporation, ensure that you research the company extensively before coming to a decision. Number 6 is SSR Mining. That's the ticker code SSRM. It was originally named Silver Standard Resources, and it has headquarters in both Vancouver and Denver. This company has a big range of global assets, including gold production in Turkey, Canada, Argentina, and the United States. In 2020 alone, SSR Mining produced over 711,000 gold equivalent ounces. The business also owns the largest silver mine in Argentina, and it's known for producing zinc and tin on top of gold. While investing in SSR Mining won't give you exclusive exposure to the gold industry, the company has had a successful 6 months, and it is by far the biggest company to feature in this video. Their strong balance sheet for the previous financial year has led to a renaissance over the past year and a half, with SSRM stock price gaining 37.93 in that time frame. SSR Mining has a market cap of $4.7 billion and a free cash flow of $450 million. Next on the the list is Contango ORE Inc. That is CTGO. Contango ore processes and produces gold from the rich mines in Alaska. The company is partnered with a number of industry players, including Kinross Gold Corporation, as well as the traditional owners of the land, the Tetlin Alaska Native Tribe. The company has positioned itself with the goal of producing 65,000 gold equivalent ounces per year by utilizing these deposits. And the business is one of the few on this list to actually post a positive net income in the previous financial year, a figure of 23.86 million. It also has a net debt of 15.8 million based on its most recent quarter and a market cap of 163.5 million. Next in line we have Goldrich Mining Company. It is also a business that is exploring and developing gold assets in Alaska. The company controls a large pocket of land in Chandalar, stretching across 23,000 acres and including the Fort Knox mine and the Donlin Creek deposit. That being said, the company is relatively small with a market cap of just $9.6 million, but they have had a successful 6 months, posting a return of 56.43% over that time. However, their year-to-date performance has been far less impressive, with GRMC down nearly 40% since the onset of 2022. Next up is Timberline Resources Corporation, that's TLRS. Timberline Resources is an American company. It's a mineral exploration and development company that typically focuses on gold and copper. The business is headquartered in Idaho, however their gold operations revolve around north-central Nevada. And they've seen a pretty solid 6 months of growth. Their stock price has risen 68.89% over this time period. That being said, their gross profit for the previous financial year was in the negative. Again, this is another small company. The market cap for Timberline Resources is 35.86 million. So coming up next, we have the top 2 performing stocks on the list, so stick around for that. And if you're liking this video so far, consider subscribing to the channel so you can get notified when more videos like this get published. Number 2 is Infu Gold Corporation, that is ELRE. A top performer from Asia, Infu Gold is a Chinese mining and exploration company that owns gold mines in China's second most populated province, Shandong. The business has been around since 2005 when it was founded by Jeffrey John Armstrong. While the Infu stock has had an impressive 6 months, it's posted a return of 146%. It's also proven to be very volatile. For example, between the 22nd of April and the 4th of May 2021, the stock rapidly plummeted, falling in price by over 50%. The 52-week high for the stock was 0.885, while the 52-week low was only 0.11. This shows you just how variable Infu stock can be, which is typical with a penny stock. And the market cap is one of the lowest on the list, coming at just 3.75 million. That is a tiny company. So you can see there are a few red flags when it comes to Infu Gold as an investment, but the stock has also demonstrated the potential for some seriously high returns. Just as with any penny stock, there are high risks and high returns. And number 1 on the list is Verd Resources, that is VRDR. It saw a gain of 153% over the last 6 months. This is an exploratory mining company based out of Wan Chai, Hong Kong. The business is involved in developing and acquiring mining property, that is real estate associated with mining. So before you invest, you should know that Verd is not solely focused on the gold sector, although they do operate gold mining in Malaysia, thanks to an agreement with local business CSB. As with other companies on this list, their market cap is only around 108 million, so fairly small. The company's balance sheet shows a net debt of approximately 16 million. So there you have it, 7 top performing gold stocks. You would have noticed that of the top performing gold stocks on this list, quite a few are what we would describe as penny stocks. Being small cap stocks with low share prices, they typically move more drastically in price than other stocks or ETFs. So of course, this inherent volatility typically makes them more susceptible to risk, and investors will need to thoroughly research these businesses before buying in. If you'd prefer not to take on as much risk, but you'd still want to invest in gold companies, then you might want to look at bigger gold companies that are less volatile. Large cap gold miners include Newmont, Barrick Gold, Franco-Nevada, Goldfields, and Anglo Gold Ashanti. While these stocks can still be volatile depending on how the price of gold is going, they're well-established major global corporations. So you're not going to see those big crashes that you would get with some of these penny stocks. You might also want to consider investing in a gold ETF. There are a couple of different types of gold ETFs out there. There are gold ETFs that track a list of gold mining companies, and then there are gold ETFs that simply track the price of gold using futures contracts. So if you just want pure exposure to gold, then you're better off going with a gold futures ETF. It's the closest thing that you'll get to actually investing in physical gold. I've actually made a couple of videos on gold investing in the past, including one just really recently. So if you want to check those out, you can find out how to invest in physical gold, how to invest in gold ETFs, and also some information on how gold futures work. So I've left some links in the description below. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear from you. Have you invested in a gold stock before? If so, was it a successful purchase or did you get burned? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below and I will respond. Thanks a lot, guys.